What's up everybody, my name's Danon and welcome to Ahnestly. So this person from marketing, I don't remember which company, reached out to me and they said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing these generic Bluetooth earbuds? And I said, no, straight up no, don't send those over for two big reasons. One is because generic Bluetooth earbuds is not something that I get super excited about. If the Bluetooth buds have something interesting about them, like the Sennheiser MTW2s, which have really awesome audio, sure, then send those over. But generic Bluetooth earbuds, that's boring. And I have no intention of this channel becoming like Jim's Review Room. That's the wrong Asian guy. But two, and more importantly, is that I don't think those of you guys who have subscribed, I don't think that's what you guys get super excited about. I don't think if I did a pair of Bluetooth earbud reviews, that's something you guys would watch. So, and I think my job is to figure out the happy medium between the tech that gets you guys excited and the tech that gets me excited. So I hope I'm right about that. If I'm not, let me know in the comments below if you do want me to test more cheap Bluetooth earbuds. Anyways, so I asked them, is there anything else you possibly have for me to review? And they sent me a list and I saw this and I immediately said, I want that, send that over please. This is the Auzai 15.4 inch portable monitor. It is a 1080p monitor, and as you can see, there's one cable coming out of it, and it is from my OnePlus 8 Pro. That's how portable it is, and I'll get to that in just a minute, but this is really cool, really exciting. For those of you guys who watch my desk tour, I mentioned it there, but for most of the week, Monday through Friday, and plus some weekends, because I do work a good number of weekends, I am hunkered down and stuck in this room because my job is just a lot easier if I have more monitor real estate. And the monitors I use in my office, they're all stationary, typical monitors. So when I saw this, the first thing that my mind did was say, and for those of you guys who like to game, of course we're gonna be testing out games on this, and also for you gamers out there, I'm currently benchmarking and testing the Razer Blade 15 2020 Advanced model, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Anyways, too much talking, let's get honest. When I first opened this thing up, I was really pleasantly surprised. And that word surprised here is gonna kind of be the overarching thing for this video. And don't get me wrong, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. There are some real cons to this thing that you need to consider. But when I opened it up, I was shocked because I was just really impressed by how skinny this thing was, how light it is, and just how thin the bezels are on this thing. The only place where it gets thick is on the chin, kind of like what you would see with laptop monitors. And again, it's really thin except for on the bottom where the ports are located. And it kind of feels like a giant floppy disk. I mean, it's really light. On top of that, the other accessories that come with it is like a giant manila magnetic folder thing that acts as a carrying case, as a protective case, as well as a stand to be able to stand your monitor either horizontally or vertically. And when you wrap that thing up, when you put the manila case on, its dimensions, at least in terms of length and width, are identical to my Razer Blade 15, which is really good news because that means I know that it's gonna fit inside the bag that I use to carry on my laptop. Oh, by the way, the first ding is on the case. The case is really confusing to use as a stand. It was so bad, and this is embarrassing for me to say, but after 45 minutes of not being able to figure it out, I had to finally go to the website and just look and eyeball how they did it on their pictures, and that's how I figured it out. I wish they had included instructions, but they did not. Really quickly guys, if you guys like what you see in this video, please like and subscribe, as I would really appreciate it. I'm trying really hard to grow this channel and I would love your guys' support. Also, if you guys do end up wanting to pick up this monitor, I'll leave a link to it in the description below, as well as a coupon code that gets you guys 7% off. And I know that's a weird number, that's just the code, that's just the percentage that they gave me to give to you guys. But also on their page, they have a box that you can check to get, I think, another additional $15 off. So there's that as well. Other accessories they provide is a USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB-C to USB-A, and a mini HDMI to HDMI cable. And they also give you a screen protector that you should probably put on because I can't imagine this thing being very scratch resistant. For ports, this thing has three, the first of which is a USB 3 Thunderbolt like I showed you guys at the video. It's able to transfer power, video, and audio with just a single cable. And that's the thing that gets me super excited because that means with a laptop, you can carry this to a library or coffee shop, which won't happen for the next couple months, but you're able to do that, and it's a truly portable companion. You can even power this with a Nintendo Switch and be able to have a giant screen to play games on with your friends. It's really cool. This thing has a 3.5mm jack, a power button, as well as a scroll wheel / menu button. And you're gonna get familiar with that system really fast because, and this is the major con about this thing, It's that anytime the monitor disconnects or shuts off, when you turn it back on, it will start at its default brightness of 30% brightness. And 30% brightness on this thing is basically invisible. So you're gonna have to go into the menu and increase the brightness every single time, and that is very, very frustrating to do. This monitor is an IPS screen and its brightness is just okay at 250 nits. Unfortunately, that's not gonna be bright enough for you to be sitting outside in the sun trying to use it. That's probably not gonna work. In terms of color accuracy, that's also not great. It covers 62% of the sRGB scale, 46% of Adobe RGB, and 44% of NTSC. However, unless you have a screen calibrator, I would recommend that you keep the screen mode to just native, because out of the box, those other modes, Adobe, sRGB, and all those things, they come terribly way out of left field calibrated. Everything is just red and crazy looking. For you gamers out there, this thing has a 60 Hertz refresh rate, and surprisingly, it says it has FreeSync. Now, I don't have an AMD GPU, so I can't test that out, but in terms of ghosting, and this could be because I've been using high refresh rate panels for everything basically now, but the ghosting seems particularly bad on the screen. Probably not gonna be your choice for gaming unless you're doing it more casually, like with a Nintendo Switch or something like that. Now, I played games using the built-in speakers, and surprisingly, they were pretty darn good, at least a lot better than what I expected from a floppy disk. Here it is compared to my Razer Blade 15. So overall, I think if you can get past that really annoying brightness feature, I think this is a really awesome monitor. Now, there are a lot of monitors in that $100 to $200 price point that are gonna get you more real estate, that are probably gonna be a little bit brighter, maybe have a little bit better color accuracy. But the thing that those things don't have that this has, of course, is insane flexibility and portability. I think Bitwit actually did a video where he got really creative and he took a 13-inch version of a portable monitor and he actually held a LAN party on an airplane ride. Now that's pretty extreme, but you can imagine taking this with you on a long trip, hook up your Nintendo Switch to it and play on an airplane ride, or you're taking a long car ride, you can hook it up to your phone and play Fortnite on there, or I don't know, you guys get creative. But for me personally, I'm gonna use it so that I can move around the house and go to somewhere where there's some sunlight, because there's no sunlight in this room, and get to finally do some work somewhere else other than in my office. Anyways guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. As always, everybody, please stay safe, and until next time, stay honest.